ever looked your cat in the eyes and felt like they actually got what you were saying? Do they recognize their own name, follow simple commands, or maybe even notice when you're feeling down? Well, science has been digging into these questions, and the findings show that communicating with your cat is way more complex and way cooler than you might think. In this video, we're diving into what science says about the feline mind, from how cats pick up on human language to the ways they talk back using sounds, body language, and even scent. Get ready for a journey that just might change the way you see and live with your furry friend. Ever feel like your cat picks up not just on words, but also the vibe and emotions in the room? Turns out that feeling isn't just in your head. Recent research shows that cats have some pretty amazing sensory and cognitive abilities. 2019. Study published in Scientific Reports found that 54% of cats clearly responded to their own name, while only 13% reacted to names that sounded like other cats. That's a big clue that there's a whole lot more going on inside your cat's brain than we might think at first glance. A quick trip through history. Domestication and evolution. Our unique bond with cats began around 9,500 years ago, when archaeological evidence from Cyprus shows the first signs of close human-feline interaction. Unlike dogs, who were bred specifically to work alongside humans, cats kind of just invited themselves in. Drawn by the rodent buffets in our early farming communities, they stuck around. This key difference in domestication helps explain why communication with cats feels so different. It's based more on mutual interpretation than on obedience. How a cat's brain works. Their brains may be small, only about 1% of their body weight, but cats pack a lot of brain power into that tiny package. Let's compare. Human brain, 2% of body weight. Dog brain, 1.2%. Cat brain, 0.9%. But it's not just about size. It's about structure. Hippocampus, well-developed, handles memory and navigation. Amygdala, kicks in for emotional responses and bonding. Prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making and associations. All of this explains why your cat might act super independent, but still form deep, lasting bonds with you. Do they understand words? How cats interpret human language. A groundbreaking 2019 study from the University of Tokyo showed that cats actually recognize their own names. Researchers tested 78 cats in different environments, from private homes to cat cafes, and found some pretty telling results. How the experiment worked. Cats heard recordings of both familiar and unfamiliar voices saying words that sounded like their name. Researchers watched for reactions, ear flicks, head turns, tail movements. Then they crunched the numbers to compare the reactions. Another study from Kyoto University found that cats can learn around 25 to 35 words over their lifetime, mostly things related to routines, food, and play. That's less than dogs, who average around 89 words, but still show some solid language association skills. Human emotions. What do cats actually pick up on? Recent research from Oakland University shows that cats don't just sense our emotions, they actually change their behavior based on them. Feline emotional perception. 79% of cats in the study changed how they acted when their humans pretended to feel different emotions. Happy voices made 65% of the cats approach their humans. Sad voices triggered comforting behaviors in 51% of them. How cats read our emotions. Facial cues. They notice micro-expressions, especially around the eyes. Tone of voice. Sensitive to pitch and rhythm tied to emotions. Body language. Pick up on muscle tension, posture, and movement. Behavioral diversity and nonverbal communication. Cat communication is way more complex than most people think, and it varies a lot from cat to cat. Vocalizations just for humans. House cats use up to 21 different meow sounds to talk to us. Feral adult cats, they barely meow at all, in less than 3% of observed interactions. Purring can hit frequencies between 25 to 150 Hz, and studies show it actually helps reduce stress in humans. Decoding body language. Tail. Raised and relaxed content, 95% of the time. Quick swishing, alert or annoyed, 87%. Wrapped around body, feeling insecure, 73%. Ears. Forward, curious or interested. Flattened back, scared or aggressive. Rotating independently, locating sounds. Eyes. Slow blink, trust and affection, a cat kiss. Dilated pupils, excitement or fear. Prolonged eye contact, or challenge or dominance. How to improve communication with your cat. Based on what science tells us, here are some proven strategies to level up your communication with your cat. For new cat parents, set clear routines. Cats thrive when about 70% of their day follows a predictable pattern. Use their name consistently. Say their name before something positive 5 to 10 times a day. Respect their space. Studies show cats prefer to initiate 83% of social interactions. For experienced cat owners, clicker training works for about 65% of cats in behavioral studies. Two-way communication. Responding to your cat's meows regularly increases vocal interactions by 40%. Sensory enrichment. Toys that engage multiple senses boost engagement by 70%. For rescued or traumatized cats, nonverbal communication, sideways approach, and soft eye contact lower stress by 45%. Safe zones. A space with synthetic pheromones boosts confidence in 60% of cases. Go slow. Start with slow blinks before any physical contact. Follow along on the screen. I'll explain how the slow blink technique works and how to practice it correctly. How to slow blink at your cat and why it works. What is a slow blink? Cats use slow blinking as a sign of trust and calm communication. Why it works. Studies show cats respond positively to slow blinking, feeling safer and more connected. How to practice it. Sit calmly at your cat's level. Make soft eye contact. Slowly close your eyes. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds, then gently open them. Wait. To see if your cat responds with a slow blink tip. Do not stare or move quickly. Be patient. Practical applications. Try this at home. Want to better understand how your cat communicates? Here are some simple experiments you can do at home. Name recognition test. Record yourself saying 5 words that sound similar to your cat's name. Play them back and watch how your cat reacts to each one. Try it at different times of day and take notes. Emotional perception test. Over the course of a week, observe how your cat responds when you seem visibly happy, act sad, show signs of stress. Compare the patterns in their behavior. You might be surprised by how much they pick up on. Conclusion: the complex and charming world of cat communication. Scientific studies show that even though cats may not follow commands like dogs do, they're incredibly tuned into human language, both verbal and nonverbal. And honestly, science is only just catching up to what cat parents have known all along. In familiar settings, cats can read our emotions with up to 70% accuracy. They use up to 16 different body signals just to communicate with us. Over thousands of years, they've developed a unique way to talk across species. This understanding invites us to rethink how we relate to them. The bond goes way beyond words. It's built through looks, gestures, and a shared rhythm of mutual respect and care. Every interaction is a chance to deepen that connection. So how about you? Have you ever had a moment where you knew your cat totally got you? Tell us your story in the comments. And don't forget to hit that bell so you won't miss our next deep dive into feline behavior. See you in the next video.